Ah, hello?
I remember what I came up for now.
Ah, hello?
I remember what I came up for now.
Okay, got that set up. That's good. Leave it up just to monitor. I haven't actually booted up Steam today. I've been taking a look at some more Magic cards. Do. Start that there. There we go. Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta fill up my water. Okay, hello. Hi, it's time for some more Ace Attorney. We're doing the circus level, I guess. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Oh, fuck, I've forgotten his name. Morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage. I just can't function, sweetie. So, stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. Don't do that! For the love of God, don't do that. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. This wouldn't be right. Also, kind of incriminating. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? Like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Nick. Don't do it. Don't get carried away. For the love of God, please. Ah, hello, Francisca. And now the... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones. Billy Bob Jones. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. Huh. I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you don't bother thinking you'll win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. I mean, kind of rightfully so. Mostly because spirit channeling is a sham. It did not count. Do you hear me? You must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I kicked your dad's ass. I guess being born with the Von Karma name is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this wasted time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from your work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I'd like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Alright, Gumshoe, what you got for us? Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the Big Top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Cause of death with blunt force trauma and a snapped up vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Russell's autopsy report. Cause of death. Time of death, 10:15. Cause, blunt force trauma to the back of the head. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. We don't actually have a weapon, do we? Why the crime snow is falling to extremely cold out. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches on the ground. Snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow, let me see. Gotta be more to this. Eh? What's the matter, Nick? Need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Yeah, it checks out. A cheap ring with an eerie sparkle from T to R is engraved on it. It's probably Trillo to Regina. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina, the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? I was investigating yesterday. He happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you're welcome to file a police report after the proceedings. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay. No problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing— Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box added to the court record. Victim was hunched over his 20-pound box, supposed a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. What are the contents? Am I telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Where in the world was it locked in that big box? Only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning. Small seasoning bottle. Blunt force trauma snapped a vertebrae. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it at the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Oh. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the events now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. I mean, all we're going to get out of him is that little bottle of pepper. Now, since we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Anything interesting? Nope. Wooden box. There's probably a false bottom in there. And a small seasoning bottle. Not even off the stand yet. Obviously. But that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know. Wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben, the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilla will show up on the stand as well. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name's Trilla Quest. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, the ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me. The word of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilla, you know better than to insult the judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch it off your face. Punch you in the face on the off chance swelling it would help. You know what, your nose is a reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying things that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilla handle this. Not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about your testimony in court. Ow! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. What you witnessed? Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took the magic boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had a silk hat cloak and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said ditch the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? He has absolute proof. Silk hat. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing the signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. Well, you witness, alright. The clown. You're talking about Mo. Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of excess exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. He didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over back to the plaza's entrance. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. Awfully cold up that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix right. I think you should leave the sinking to the witness. I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. That's... I noticed saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilla? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There's only one person heading that way that night. Makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? There's no proof it was Max. Wait a second. No proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. That was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's stay together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you! I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. What? Just because you saw his getup. Oh, fuck you. Ben only saw Max. It's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? What else do you suppose the witness could have seen? He should have seen the victim, shouldn't he? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilla was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before as a witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. Seemed that, at this stage, I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. There are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with his testimony. Surely wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Max is part of the bitter love triangle with Regina. It's probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah. I think so. I don't know anymore. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose they would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around... I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? Can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand aside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded series. But, this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Probably Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. What? Oh, there he goes. He's dead. You're waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares that I was waiting up for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it.
Well, well, well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Huh? All right. There's obviously a reason why the witness was there that night. He spent all the time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah!
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say?
The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on his way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the— Ow! There's absolutely no proof since the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Pain! Don't volunteer things! Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose? Fucking puppet.
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Oh, for the love of God. This is gonna be a lot of pointless drivel, isn't it? Stupid circus politics.
Don't be so surprised that I was gonna propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
You were going to propose. You, a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Exactly.
His honor's looking a little less honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was this at the side at the end? I have a contradiction. I don't think it's terribly relevant, though. What was it exactly you're planning on giving to her?
You know exactly what I'm gonna give to her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question, what was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. And since this whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything, one hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Ain't it goes bad. Push on anyway. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historical moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human— Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. Wouldn't have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You're sure to enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
An engagement ring.
It's actually diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it.
If it's just a ring, what's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give it up that easy.
Huh. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. Judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. I don't think getting out more is gonna make this any less weird. Present. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Ah!
What's going on here?
That's... Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Monkey's room. Money. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quiss, I prefer if you avoid slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, money is really is a monkey. In every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was... that time. You know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Oh! Ah, ouch! Oh! Being assaulted by a monkey, good lord.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't abandoned a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilloquest.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
Oh, fuck, I hate this. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While I was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. That's true, but Ben's testimony has a flaw. They stayed at the entrance until the police came. There's a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proofs that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get the dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw the worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I told you so many times. You think you know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, Stick Boy. I'm sure you will change it some more. Don't call him Stick Boy. What's wrong with you, right?
Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Witnessing Max.
I'll give you what I was I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. But it doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactic at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
And Money snatched the ring and you went to chase after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Okay. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance of the tent the entire time.
Does that make sense? Especially since he was waiting for Regina. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that evening.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, you say good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that you'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night.
Ah, I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you keep your ventriloquist acts out of the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's something wrong in this bit of testimony. Trillo's evening greeting. Ben's half the comedy act. Sure. Hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a little bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was... Ow! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better.
Ow! Ow! Ah, that hurts!
That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. I'll be sure it was him. 100% absolutely sure of what you just said.
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way he could be any more confident than that, right? Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? Can I ask again? I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join, did you? But it's fun chatting with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree. We have proof to make something stick.
All we can do is try, Nick, right? Could have something that would prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. Shut up after you'd waiting there for 5 minutes. Trilla's evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why did you bother being nice to him? Struck me as somewhat strange. Why would you strike it as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker I would understand. Ow, that hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason for Trilla would ever say something nice to Max. How to go about proving that with evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Yeah! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would go up and say good evening to his rival. Wow! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He didn't see the defendant, because why the fuck would he be saying hi to, Max? So he either saw a different person wearing Max's getup, or he didn't see anyone. Right? Because we can confirm that Max's shit was at the scene of the crime, so he had to have seen someone. So after that, it should be... He saw a different person. Had to have seen a different person. I don't know who he would have seen, though. Coming from the big top. It would probably have been... Might have been Acro? No. We don't know Acro. Wouldn't make sense to point to him. So, the only other person he could have seen would have been Russell Berry, right? He didn't see Regina. Mo was already in his room. He's lying about seeing Max. So the only person he could have seen would have been Russell. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It's just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe that person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he may have put it. What in the world? You... The defense kindly explained who it was Trillo saw that evening, then. Had to have been Russell. Wouldn't have been Regina, wouldn't have been Mo. We don't know who Acro is. And it wasn't Max. So it had to have been Russell. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there was only one person he would greet. Must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. But you've got a point there. It was Russell Barry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Barry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Barry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Well, answer the question, Mr. Quist. Wah! Order! Order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Barry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness had clearly stated he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now? Wow! Yes, we know. The silk hats, a cloak, and the white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. It even looked good on me. What was that? Well, the witness had endlessly repeated what he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Barry. What? Miss Von Karma. You have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant. Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... But? Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond the shadow of a doubt an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. Court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to figure out who this is. What's up, Nah? That's okay. Save progress. Alright. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Sweetie! You have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That is fabulously possible. That's a fabulously possible possibility. Yeah? Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. The mystery just keeps getting deeper. So we're missing his cloak. Alright, back to it. Who do you got, Francisca? Is it Mo? It's probably Mo. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. Court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did you just call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. It was Cloudopedia. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. Never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke was best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? In a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist? Dr. Seymour Butts? How's that one? But a couple clowns were up to no good. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed a crime scene around 10:15 p.m. that day of the murder. Correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a rev... Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Yeah, it was too, yeah. But, yeah, it was weird. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try and make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? Weren't you testifying about murder? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You'll hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, I can't wait!
Poor Gumshoe. Oh, do I have to cross-examine that? No, that's settled. We shall begin once again with the testimony.
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
Oh, thank God. Thank God I don't have to cross-examine that nonsense.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster. He was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. This eyewitness account is to be believed. I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
Ah ha ha! That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
I understand, Your Honor. You caused this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible?
Not the one with the corny jokes.
Okay, I can't press him and have it be pointless or I'm gonna be penalized.
The murder practice was over, I went straight back to my room. Just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls.
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. No. Or well, Mo, how about we get back to your testimony now? This is definitely one of your more straightforward cross-examinations, Mr. Wright.
Of course. You threaten me with penalty if I don't keep this stooge in check.
Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second. If my room was here, I'd say they were about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window.
Just 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility.
I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw.
It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak.
You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% sure that it was Max and the ringmaster that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. Must be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yoza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw next, and only what he saw? You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
Really does enjoy being completely random. Enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You said you saw everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of the... Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh shit! Good lord, Francisco, what a threat! I'll save it here, just in case. Oh, isn't that a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe my witness did not seize a crime? Photo of the crime scene. Circus map. Do you have any clear basis to believe my witness did not see the crime? At present, I don't have a clear basis. Well, see, right now I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that. And this is just another one of your pointless efforts to badger my witness. Thus you have earned yourself a penalty from me. Now wait a second, Miss Von Karma. This time, I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly. That's right, what he said. Held up by the judge, what an honor indeed. We must penalize Mr. Wright for his display. I think a verbal censure would be best. Huh? You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There's no room for baseless hounding in this courtroom. Wow, alright. Guess he didn't really bail me out after all. We know, Mo's testimony, what he told us yesterday, were kinda different. Yeah, I noticed. Gotta pinpoint what's changed. That's changed. Okay. Couldn't have seen two people there if there were no footprints. Yeah. I'll press him here, see what's up. Sorry, I'm just texting a buddy of mine. Do. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out your window that night?
Why? Why? Plants don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump.
Yeah, it's almost suspicious.
Oh yeah! I forgot about that.
You forgot! Your Honor, the witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right! I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Yow!
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. You should start turning the tables in our favor.
I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside.
What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say...
Mr. Curls, the court reminds you that humor is unnecessary.
Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess it sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went out to the window and you saw? Okay, now I can call him on it, because he's contradicting himself in his testimony. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of the murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. Better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown, because if you don't, you know what's waiting for you. A nice penalty. 5 pips. Good lord. Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us what's that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clocked the ringmaster over the head.
Mo's to be believed when he said he looked out the window upon hearing a sound. There's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
In 1972!
It goes too fast. I want to read the fucking joke. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from the maximum security clown car.
Mr. Curls, you were citing the C team are you citing the C theme to anger this court?
No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of clown makeup to find the truth.
Well,
Ah, you're back from your jog.
Well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement.
Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Ha ha ha!
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor?
You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say that you saw the criminal, correct?
Yeah, yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I catch even a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
Does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes?
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe him that. We have to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
There were no footprints, so Max couldn't have been there. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. Must have been something incredibly hard. But they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. Claim was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. Trillo's testimony, and now Moe's. It really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you gotta find more contradictions in this. That's not gonna be enough. What? I have to prove that Moe saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only thing that will help. Gotta do it. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being here? That shadow belonged to Max. It's an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Go over this again then. What makes you so sure you saw Max that night? You're able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with a decent eyesight could have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Moe, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye. The records say his eyesight is perfect 20/20. Must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly.
The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. You sure that's what you saw that night? Exactly what I say I saw is what I saw. My eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. Trillo said the same thing. If it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max.
You sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Have I pressed everything now?
That black cloak, they were all... Black cloak? Looks purple, isn't it? You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay, everyone! Get ready, all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew that if there was 3 or not? He saw what they saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? You like pie? I love pie! Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order! Order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention, the white roses are white. There's no way you could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that were the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Clearly not. He's just toying with his court. Got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? No way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How could you mistake someone with the crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw all of them. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this is... Judge, forget the roses. Think of his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. Seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown much more mature with age. I'm not mature. Come to a conclusion. I am 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. Well, what? If there are no more contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses on that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on stage. Mr. Wright, you got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. You're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Kroll's statement. You better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I got a single shot at this. Gotta be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need. God damn it, Phoenix. Okay, I think I need to press him on the silk hat. No white roses on that night. However, all other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. Wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Let's save it here, just in case. We'll press this one. Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised, Mr. Phoenix, right? No more badgering. I hope you enjoys this penalty. Ow! Fucking hell! Ugh, I'm finished. Excuse me. I'm the one handing out the pen. Ow!
Witness, continue your testimony. Not gonna whip me too, are you? Maybe after court, if you're into that kind of thing. But isn't that kind of pointless if you only whip me after the court?
Wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. This wouldn't have to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Exactly. How would one mistake a thing like that?
I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma.
Where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene.
The crime scene? That means... The silk hat fell off the crime scene. Off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
No, that's not true!
Order! 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 Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all of this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight, your memory, and amongst other things.
Well, why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean you're better than me. No matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Wah-ha!
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling you the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? Something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo?
What do you want?
You just said he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Ugh. I'm gonna point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to the contrary to show how the criminal left the scene? I do. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't here.
Ay, ay, ay!
So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor? This witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of the witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came into court in.
Just wait a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling that things are going to get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes?
The testimony you provided up till now has been false?
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just...
Just what?
I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma or Whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order! Order! I will have order! Francisco Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor? If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this is all true, but I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
The truth. I can, like, totally fuck over Max here, can't I?
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows! Everything I've said up till now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he...
Oh, goodbye! Goodbye! See you later.
This is the truth! Now get ready for it! He flew! He jumped up and flew through the air! He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness! That's why there are no footprints! Flying people don't leave footprints! I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, so there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why don't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
I was playing tricks, it's all a dream. He's telling the truth, unfortunately. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he is telling the truth.
That's what I think.
Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're right.
Yow!
Only a foolish-looking fool could have been fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
You disregard a need for proof Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It is an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Why is this so crazy? It's like his headlining act. Like, he's famous for flying. Why is it so crazy for him to fly off? It doesn't help my case, but like, that's what he's known for.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly wherever I please, it's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule, the only rule.
I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we need to do now? Do we kill ourselves to preserve the truth? All we can do now is hope to find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
Good lord, this is wild. Well, that was kind of pointless. Like, Mo could have led with that. And, like, Francisco could have said, yeah. It's his thing. It's the defendant's thing. That's his whole shtick. He flies. Unfortunately, no. I'm quite proud of that joke, but no. It's not an actual Ace Attorney line. So, yeah. Mo's testimony was pointless. I guess Gumshoe helps establish facts. And, yet Trillo... I guess his testimony was to exonerate himself. Regina. Kinda. Not really. His testimony was to exonerate himself from the case. And to do what? And to poke holes in Mo's testimony, I suppose. So this day was pretty pointless. November 29th, 3 p.m., Ravencola offices.
Nick?
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep. Magic tricks are, by their very definition, tricks, right? But I can never figure out the trick when I see them.
That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But, the trick Pearly showed me was incredible.
Pearls did a magic trick? Huh. What kind of trick was it?
Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off.
Maya, you are too pure.
First she put her thumb next to her left hand, and then they just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it kind of like this?
What? Wow! How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of the magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Alright, let's get a move on, Maya. I think Max is gonna be in questioning, probably. Nope, he's here. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? Doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from the local TV station came by. Since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special.
But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. It would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's why I was thinking. But the projections... That's what I was thinking. But the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. What the hell is wrong with you, Max? I have no choice. It'd be a contractual obligation. It's just show business. That's a terrible idea, Max. What's wrong with you? The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off in the sky is not something I can do at will. I don't care what that stoogey clown says, it wasn't me.
Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. Much harder than you think.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you.
Anything for you, sweetie?
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous, a great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But...
I've won the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something I simply cannot tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true in my ears. my sweetie, you want to hear about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. Sorry to make you tell it again. You must have not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. Well, what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this! I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Look at this fabulous stage. Is this terribly relevant? There's bunny girls. This is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At the time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how that night, the emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this pitch of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? I'll take it. Alright, Max. See you later. Very big circus. Circus entrance. You hear that? Sounds like two people arguing.
Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes. Wait.
Quit your whining. Just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go.
Row your boat.
Row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this just isn't going to work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then?
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash trading course?
I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa. Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try his idea for a new routine. So, we're trying to sing around for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible.
See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you.
You're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once we get a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is. I gotta get this ring back. Time to take one more shot at Regina.
I know that you already testified in court today.
You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh yeah. That's right.
And then we said hello and didn't get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something isn't adding up here. Wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such a sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red it looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how is this new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
But let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trillo, you seem to be really fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right.
Mark my words, I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row, row, row your boat. Will be the key to the glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too.
What do you think of this? Do you mind taking a look at this? It's... I guess you won't need to look at this after all. Alright. Oh, right. We got some stuff in the trial, didn't we? Okay, nothing about that. Pepper? Nothing about the pepper. Alright. Well, fuck you too, then. Let's go find Mo. December 29th. Hotel... Lodging house? Plaza. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something.
I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. You have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Franziska really set you up Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite.
Oh my god. Why are you so hard right now, Gumshoe?
You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight.
She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. That's what happened. It means a killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there?
The acrobat. It's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. But don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
Franziska Von Karma. When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Can I go up there and just interrupt her? No, I can't. Damn it. That's sad. I can't just walk into Von Karma investigating. Hey, Mo! Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laugh it away. Ha 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 ha. What do you think he's laughing at, all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Must really love his work. Alright. I guess let's go see if Regina's around. Regina? Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. If she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. I can't poke around anything here. No wires I can look at. Hey, look, that's where Max makes his grand appearance. It's grand, alright. I want to try entering court like that. How did I know she'd say that? I can't see the fly wires here, so I guess go to the ringmaster's room. Number 29th, Big Top Ringmaster's room. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. Could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd you do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Can I look at this now? You may not know this, but they call this the tailcoat. Scrap of white paper. Where? Calm down, I can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Well, shit. Alright. Move. Big Top. Cafeteria. Ah, right! Welcome to the wonderful, fabulous cafeteria! Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of battle destruction? Bzz, wrong again! Wrong, try again! Okay, what do you think, Early? I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in cafeteria. Exactly! That's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Ah ha 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 ha! I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me? I didn't think it was gonna be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story, and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly! How can you not laugh at such stunning comedy like that? You 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear! That creep just... flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psyche lock. Must be telling the truth. Let's see. You know anything about this box? I don't know anything about that. No, nothing about the pepper, okay. Ah, not this picture! He showed it to you guys too! Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Ah ha ha ha! Hehe. Oh yeah! He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too! Let me tell you, that thing is enormous! In the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Oh, is that what that is? Stand. Oh, that's not just a table because Max is a fucking dickhead. No, that's his bust is there. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. Nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had it put up there. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Oh. Max G bust. Add to the court record. Oh. So they dressed up the... They stole and dressed up the bust in Max's clothes? And then conked the ringmaster over the head with it? What? Why? What the fuck kind of batshit framing is that? Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. What if he's actually thinking about this? What if he's setting up a bad joke? Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really isn't any things that have changed, huh? Well, there's one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes. It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yup, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the... This is not relevant information, Mo? What the fuck? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? What the fuck, Mo? Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Yeah, I guess fucking so. Move. Anyone in the ringmaster's room now? Let's see if Ben saw it. Nope, you are still useless. Alright, Hey, yo, Max. What's up with this? What about this? Fabulous. Would you like me to sign this for you? What do you think? What's this? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned incredibly bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find it out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Well, fucking thanks, Max. You're pretty damn useless, aren't you? Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who was called out the ringmaster. Oh. So what did the ringmaster do? The ringmaster did something. What? Mo's gone. Message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. That was a bit rude, Phoenix. Big top, circus entrance. Know about the note? Nope, you are still useless. Okay. Yo, Max, what the fuck's up with this? Well, thanks for being so damn useless. Lodging. December 29th, lodging house, plaza.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job, as usual.
Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. With Miss Von Karma.
Very ordinary ringtone for Gumshoe.
Nick, what is that? That beeping sound.
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind.
Some sort of pager or something?
If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, quick. See ya, pal.
I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot.
Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl in her jeans.
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here.
Wind's biting. Ow! Why did you whip Maya?
I was biting as lashes from a whip.
Did you just drop Maya? Von Karma, she really did appear.
It was a real battle in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Do you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream will finally comes true. You mean a story of my defeat at your hands, making the national news? Ha ha ha. National news? You possess such a small sense of scale? The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge.
Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? Doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma.
Of course, your dad. I know you miss him.
Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring my papa's name into this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're on about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Ooh. Oh no. Francisca, do you have a thing for Miles? Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trains the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth?
Manfred von Karma.
Exactly right, it was my papa.
That means that Edgeworth was...
Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh?
Little brother. But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
Edgeworth. Man who inspired me to become an attorney. Fought against him in a few cases. A little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Nick, what does she mean?
Edgeworth's death! What the fuck? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that, when... He never set foot in court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. What the fuck? That's the note he left? That was 1 year ago. What the fuck? It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he is still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Miss Von Karma, figured you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. Couldn't hide the look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness. Must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's a final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah. I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. Gotta try and find out more information myself. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Fucking hell, Phoenix. Don't be a dick. Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift of prosecutors or not. I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battles this country has ever seen. Nick? Let's go. I need to talk to the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Acro's room. Oh, I didn't expect this. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dilling. Here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you remember the circus as well? That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope, or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I performed in is my wheelchair. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such an incredible care of me, he was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. Wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? Can't even stand now. Since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Whoa, what the fuck? Psyche locks? Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatics in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly where were you when you were injured? Exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you were in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah. You went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? Just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Geez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. And what did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw, flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick! What? Okay. I have a grasp on what happened, but I don't know, like, what any of this means. What do you think of this? Maximilian Galactica, right? You have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? It's starting to look incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. Well, that's fucking ominous. What do you think about Regina? Regina. She's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl is an animal tamer? Seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Huh? Max, the ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb. What do you mean by that? Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. I'd say it seems that way. That's why she can be so cruel. What? Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel. What would happen between Acro and Regina? Oh my god, did Regina cripple Acro? Good lord, Mo. No, you're not here. I guess we ought to look for, where's Regina? I've got a bad feeling about this. Rawr. Rawr. Yeah, Nick. Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay. Stay. Heal. Regina. Oh, Maya, Nick. It's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Just to go back and clear something up, why did you want to teach Mani a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? Must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful, you should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you get my costume back for me, won't you? It's really important to me. Gladly, but of course, I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. Leave it up to us. I guess there's no turning down that request. Yay, you're really gonna do it? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while.
For a while? The lion crippled Acro, then the ringmaster murdered it. Regina gets her revenge on her father, hence why she wasn't fazed by it. Ooh. That's a good one. Yeah, 6 months ago. That lines up with the lion's death, too. Ooh. Yeah, but why have Regina frame Max? Was it because she overheard the proposal? So Regina overheard the proposal between Max and the ringmaster, Russell. So Regina gets revenge for her lion and gets out of marrying Max. Because she felt betrayed by her dad like twice over. Then frames Max for it. Ooh, that's fucked up. I thought Regina was cute with nothing behind the eyes, but fucking hell. If she's the murderer, holy fuck.
Yeah, when Leon died, I talked to my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star. That means my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But also, for someone who doesn't know the outside world, that's an incredibly fucked mentality. Like, that clears them of any guilt of murder. I bet you there's no way Maya believes that.
What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so?
Yeah, you will. I think.
I got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky.
Wonder if everything's alright with Regina. I highly doubt it. Good lord, this is kind of fucked. What do you think of the monkey?
He just loves to cause nothing but trouble. That cute little monkey. But don't you think using a tiger to scare him is a bit much? Huh? Why is that? Do you really have to ask that? It's dangerous to use a tiger like for that kind of thing. It's not dangerous at all. Regina's just a little kitten.
I've seen plenty of kittens, and that's no kitten. What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really, you too. Seasoning?
That's pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria.
Huh. It's from the cafeteria?
It's not? I remember seeing it there.
Huh. So this was the cafeteria's pepper.
You know, I'm not a big fan of pepper.
Why did Regina remark on that? Yeah. I'm guilty of that. She's real cute, but, yeah. Fucking scary.
There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max.
Already flown off their own little world.
Nick, I want to try flying too.
Okay. I'll think about it. Nothing.
Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket?
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I always take Acro, his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. And I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realize this piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, since I'm not a murderer. I just figured it belonged to someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know?
So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
Oh. So either Regina's lying and is now like shifting the blame onto Acro. Or Acro stuffed it in the pocket, knowing that Regina's got nothing going on upstairs and would just post it for and he just posted for Russell to see. And then Acro went and then Acro went and like on a surface level framed Max for the murder and then doubled down to frame Regina if that failed. So it's either Acro is 2 layers deep in framing, or Regina's a lot scarier than we thought. That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this.
Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. To the murderer, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the lodging house in Plaza. What else can I do? I've got that. Oh, we need to go get Regina's shit. Anything in the cafeteria?
Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know it. I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great.
And she's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster.
My burgers are the best! Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you to hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Burgers must be some kind of special power.
Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do?
That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on.
He was that upset.
Yes, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I'm thinking of trying on the ringmaster shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Max?
Maybe a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue with his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo.
All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know.
Tragedy, you know? What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo?
Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing at all.
You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, that right?
Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, dang, dang. Correcto mundo.
Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us?
Yeah. No, not at all. What makes you think that?
Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Now we're getting closer to the truth.
It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason.
6 months ago, eh? There's something else in this wooden box that is conclusive proof of what happened 6 months ago. The pepper is either a decoy
Or it's still involved. I think it might be a decoy. Swipe from the cafeteria. What do you know about this?
Let me see here. To the murderer? That's far from polite. Where did you find the rest of this note anyway?
Maybe best if I didn't tell Mo where he found it. Don't worry about it, Mo.
If I didn't need to worry about it, you shouldn't have shown it to me.
What you hiding from me, Mo? Get over it? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus?
Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead.
Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, kinda got an idea what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of the accident, would it? The cause of the accident. I definitely don't have enough evidence yet. I don't know what caused it. Getting over it with Mo curls. I think I need more details. Something about the tiger mangling Acro.
Ew, it's a huge pile of trash.
One man's trash is another monkey's treasure.
I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things.
You've got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right?
Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that.
Hey, that's a picture of Regina.
Well, she is a shining beauty.
No objections here. Don't be creepy, right? What do you think about this? What's this? That's what we want to know.
It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder.
In the cafeteria. What happened? Suddenly look incredibly serious. Oh, I already saw this. Okay. Acro, what the fuck's up with money? Huh. Money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money won't bring anything back with him.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, not great with the ladies. They seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Let's see. Does the monkey work for him? Maybe. But the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It happened during a practice. An accident during practice. Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to this sort of injuries. Popular with the animals yet get mauled. Yeah. It's real strange. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Okay. Mo's room. Something's new here.
Mo's not here.
What's that? Here's something.
So stop it, Nick. You're scaring me.
Oh!
Nick, it's money.
That monkey's holding something.
That's it. That thing means a lot to Regina, remember?
Alright, time to take on this monkey, attorney style.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yikes. Wow.
Tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did.
Nick, you.
I swiped it while Money was distracted.
Wow. You're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it.
Huh? You can see it fine from where you are.
You know what I mean? I really want to try on Regina's costume.
Maybe then I'll take you to the circus, and I can get... Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus, and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now?
Doesn't fit me at all.
Oh well. I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like the costume any girl I know would actually wear. Any spangled vest. It's not my size at all. What do you think about this? Alright. Let's go hand this off to Regina. Hey, Regina, we got you a present.
Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl.
Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's? The lions.
You know, the lion she told us about.
Oh, the one that someone killed. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he?
That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
During practice?
Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know, gwar. Uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming.
Shit, they were screaming because they loved seeing you do it? Anyway. What was the bad thing?
Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing. Leon, add to the court record. Okay. So, Mo. So who did Leon bite? Rolling on the circus. Something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of the accident. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during practice, right?
How did you?
I told them so many times! You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts! Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. You never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who has bitten? Come on, Mo, don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about. Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything? Is it Acro? I still have the shit kicked out of me from this. Must have been Acro, right? How did you know?
Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No, no way!
I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
Thank fucking God! The damage carries over after the trial is over. Fuck me.
It's just like you said. You know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No, it probably would have been better if he had.
What?
Oh, that would have been better. He's still alive. When he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever gonna do.
I see. How is he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
Huh?
The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime.
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling, but everyone calls him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall.
Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina.
6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why did he do that?
I don't know. But that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
Oh. What the fuck? He wasn't smiling, he was sneezing. Someone made Leon sneeze. And gave Bat brain damage. Like they were either trying to kill Bat or like knock him out. But like they were trying to kill him or damn well close to it. What the fuck? He? You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin.
No way. That's impossible. Smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
Fucking hell.
The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper.
There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Achoo! Achoo! Nice! What a wonderful sneeze!
Huh? You think so?
You sneezed with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownsmanship. Girlie, you know, Gonti understand that. You know, you gotta understand that.
Nick,
I think I'd make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Hehe. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bat.
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh? Oh. He was dicking around with Regina. And he still had some pepper on him. And it made the lion sneeze when he got close to him. Oh, it was an actual accident. And it was like, oh, I think I get the. I think I'm piecing it together. So Bat and Regina were kind of so from Bat's perspective at least, Bat and Regina were a thing. He would tease her with Pepper. And then he got it into his head to try out a trick with Leon. But because he was fucking covered in pepper, Leon sneezed while he was doing the trick and bit into Bat. Bat got sent to the hospital, and Russell, the ringmaster, went out and shot Leon, but there was no repercussion for Regina. Acro blames Regina for Bat's injuries, who basically killed him. So, Acro, I suppose, is framing Max in order to get the circus down and get Regina put onto the street with 0 life skills. Failing that, he set up Regina in the background in order to have it look like she was the, well, either it's like framing... It's either framing Regina by putting up by having her put up the note, knowing she's got nothing going on behind the eyes, or he knew that he could easily get the note up there. So it had to have been Bat then. He doesn't have a leg injury, I don't think. I think that's the shape of it. Think about this person. Sorry. I already give my heart to another man. I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. Wow, that's fucking cold, Regina.
Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today?
Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him.
I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze.
The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right?
Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat.
That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or is that someone else?
We're back because Acro's hiding his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It seems he knows that we know. Well, it seems you got things you want to talk about, so fire away. About the wheelchair. To ask how you're injured. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Leon, 6 months ago you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. I seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? You had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? That's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. He didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of his tongue in the past. On his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue?
Anyway, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime.
Cut down together. That's where he slipped. That's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident, together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. Still haven't broken Acro's last psyche lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Would you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe something you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being invasive. Someone. Regina. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you. Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina has no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina! I got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. I can hand something over to Acro. Maybe it'll use proof that you had it up for Regina all along. Proof that you had it out for Regina. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. It's either gonna be the note that was slipped into Regina's pocket, or it's gonna be the pepper. I don't think it's the pepper, I think it's the note. I think the pepper is going to be the ultimate cause of it. But the note was definitely intended for Regina. Where did you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it when I was around... It was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro's breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do. You have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too. That line was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up...
What about Bat?
Still in a coma.
Went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see. Still waiting for him to open his eyes again. That's the reason why I keep going. I think someone knows the truth about this. My money is on Acro right now. He knows the truth about what happened and why. Does he know the truth? Because he might have been trying to kill Regina last night. Or the night before. That note was stuck in her pocket with the purpose of luring whoever... The note was stuck in her pocket with the purpose of luring the murderer out into the courtyard where they'll be smacked on the back of the head by the by the flying busts. So I think Acro... I think he might have been collateral damage. The ringmaster. I think Acro was trying to lure out Regina in order to thwop her with the bust. But then the ringmaster showed up. So either it was an accident and Acro didn't get a good look at who it was that was on the ground, and he just thwopped the ringmaster by accident. Or he didn't know for sure who threw Pepper onto Leon's... Who threw Pepper into the mix with Leon and Bat. Because he knew about the Pepper. So I guess he just blames Regina for what happened to Bat. And that the ringmaster was caught up in it. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is this? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf... It was a present from Regina to my brother on the daily accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. Oh, there was Pepper on the scarf. Regina was trying to kill Bat. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick, I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind.
Oh no, it's not Gumshoe. Miss Von Karma. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something that you can use. This all beginning to come together now. I think that's what happened. For whatever reason, Regina gave Bat a scarf laced with pepper. Bat then stuck his head in the lion's mouth, which made the lion sneeze, gave Bat brain damage, and then Acro ran to fight off the lion. But wait, it was Bat's suggestion to... Yeah, it was Bat's suggestion to do the trick with Leon. So it was just an accident, wasn't it? Regina was probably just trying to get back at Bat for all the pepper. Either I'm simping too hard for Regina, or it was an accident. The event that happened 6 months ago with Leon. My working theory is that it was an accident. Maybe not. I think Regina is really pretty about men who are interested in her. I don't know. It's hard to say with what Regina's character is like right now. Yeah, It's hard to say. Regina's a bit of a wild card in all this. Whether or not it was, like, intentional or not, I think that's how it shook out. Regina had laced the scarf with Pepper. Bat wore the scarf and then made the bet with Regina. He stuck his head into Leon's mouth and got chomped. Acro went and fought off Leon. And then Russell took Leon out behind back and shot him. And that was 6 months ago. Leon blamed Regina for the injury of Bat. And I guess he's doing this to take out Regina. It's a little bit roundabout to take out Regina like this. Hard to say. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that Acro murdered the ringmaster as collateral, as just collateral damage. Anyway, that'll be it for this evening. Thanks for hanging out. This is getting interesting. I'm liking where this is heading. Hopefully I'm right, because that'd be interesting. They're foreshadowing it pretty well, if that is the case. Next trial, we'll have Acro testify. We'll probably... I don't know how far we'll get into his testimony to figure things out. We might discover the bust. We might start to pin the blame on Acro. Then we need, like, an extra day for motive. We're not going to get through the whole mystery in the next trial. So we might do some more discovery to back up my theory. Or it might just be weird and we'll get this next trial is bonkers long and gets through everything at once. Because we have all of the pieces here at least. Especially with the scarf being put into evidence. Once that's in there, we'll have all the pieces to actually solve this. We just need to find the bust. So that might be... yeah, that might be investigation the next day. Just to properly pin it on Acro. So, yeah, next trial, probably we will figure out how he was murdered, how Russell was murdered. And then we will implicate, we'll indict Acro in the murder. Afterwards, we'll go confirm our theories and then come back with the actual motive from 6 months ago. That's what I'm thinking, at least. We'll see how it plays out. Thanks for hanging out. This is getting interesting. I'm looking forward to playing more of it. But for now, tomorrow, gonna take a nap, have a rest day. Don't know what I'm gonna do. By the sound of it, we might be playing some Dying Light because there's an event, low gravity event in the zombie parkour game. Which, all right then. But yeah. No, tomorrow I am busy. I've got D&D with my work buddies. So, nothing tomorrow. Thursday, probably gonna be Doki Doki. Friday, we'll see what it's like then. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I actually might not be able to do anything because I've got a buddy of mine asking to hang out in person, so might do that, play some board games with him. We'll see when that actually happens, though. But anyway, tomorrow, rest day. Thursday, probably we'll do some more Doki Doki. We'll actually get into, I guess it would be the second playthrough of the game, because now we got to start over. And then we'll go from there. Thanks for hanging out. This is getting good. So, I'm excited to get back to this next week. Until then, fucking,